Boat friends, good evening. October 10th, 7:45 p.m. Central Time. We have a video that it could be the best of the year. I can't tell you how excited I am to show you what's going to happen tonight. Before we get started, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Vibe with Mike, and you are watching from Duluth, Minnesota. This is live now as it happens. Welcome to the show, to the people from around the world. And the first thing I want to ask you to do is make sure your resolution is set to the highest. This is broadcasting right now in 1080, so make sure that you have your resolution to be able to see this as clear as possible. What we are going to see is the oldest steamship on the Great Lakes, none other than the Alpena. Such a beautiful ship, and we are going to see it go right by us here in a few minutes, and hopefully we get to hear that awesome steam whistle as it goes by. So let me get you quickly set up here. I see a lot of the boat friends from around the world are joining, and if you can, make sure that you put in there the city, throw in the comment where you are at in the world, and let me start you out with some cool things that we're going to do tonight. I want to start you out with a piece of trivia. So this entire canal right here, from the very start over there on the bay side all the way down to these lighthouses you can see on the north and south pier, take a guess how many feet that is. It's long, but that'll be the first part of trivia. We got a couple other trivia questions for you. So how long is the ship canal? Start out with that. And I see so many people on here right now. Suzanne, how are you? Bill Ford is on there. Good friend Mike. See, he's right there. See one of the boat friends in Barbados, Maple Grove, Eden Prairie, Kansas. We got so many people on here. This is a special live stream. Like I said, I can't tell you how excited I am to show this to you and to the people that are joining for the first time. You are right next to Lake Superior. It's kind of dark right now. We are on the South Pier, looking straight down. Right here, you have the Algoma Discovery that's sitting out there at anchor. Heidi, how are you? See Duggar's there in Oklahoma. We got Libby in Denver. And looks like we have Nick in Ontario, Canada. Beautiful Ontario. So we are going to have some fun. This is a live stream. Again, we are going to have so much fun with this show. What's going to happen in a few minutes, this bridge is going to go up to 135 feet to make way for the ship as it comes in. But let me get to a couple details for you before we get rocking and rolling. I want to quickly show you where we are at. So a lot of people ask, where's Duluth, Minnesota? Well, there's the United States, and you can actually see where that pin is. That is Duluth, Minnesota, right on the edge of Lake Superior. Quick update with the forecast. 68 degrees as I speak to you. Just a comfortable day here in October in Minnesota. We will take that all the time. As you can see, wind speed 14 miles per hour out of the southwest. Visibility 10 miles out on the lake. And unfortunately, it's overcast because the aurora is pretty good tonight, where we should have been able to see northern lights. But unfortunately, that will not be the case. And another segment that we're going to be doing is get to know the boat friends. So we see all of us in chat. You know, we see the names. But what you want to do is, if you want to share yourself, a picture of yourself, your family, or whoever you want it to include, send it over to my email and we'll include this. So this is Roger, his two sons, Jason and Eric, and his daughter Heidi from Birmingham, Alabama. He wanted to send that in and say hello to the boat friends. So you see him in chat, you'll be able to know what these friends look like. Another friend, this is from Switzerland, right outside of Zurich, Switzerland. This is Elena, and she has been watching for about a year, she told me in an email, and I asked her if she wanted to send a picture. She did, and you can see the beautiful surroundings that she has there in her area of the world. So this is going to be a fun one. So let's get back to the trivia. So what is everybody saying here as far as how long that ship canal is? Go back and I'll take a look at some of those answers. Oh, thank you for the donations. I saw that just came in. Again, we'll put that to the hot cocoa fund. We know it's going to get cold pretty soon. The answer, 1,720 feet from the start of the ship canal all the way to the very end right out on the edge of the lake. And another trivia question for you. There are 3 primary loads of cargo that the ships take out of here. What are the 3 primary loads of cargo? What is the type of material that is most frequently taken out of Duluth Superior? Let's see if anybody can guess that. And while you're guessing, I see there's Brian that's on there. Ralphie, how are you, my friend down in St. Paul? I know Sam is on there from Australia. Hope you're doing great. Okay, we got a couple guesses. And guess what? We have a winner right away. Let's see who that was. Looks like it's Suzanne. That's correct. Iron ore, coal, and grain. So those are the 3 primary cargo materials that the ships are taking out of here. But again, look at this beautiful bridge right now lit up. It's going to be so awesome. And again, this is going to be a special video. I don't know if it's going to go down as the best. If we get a steam whistle from this steamship, again, this is the oldest steamship on the Great Lakes, built in 1942, 519 feet in length. It was 639 feet in length, but they shortened it. But if we get the steam whistle with this, this is just going to be incredible. So looking forward to that. So next trivia question for you. What is the primary material that was historically significant to Duluth's shipping industry, but is less common today? So what was really a primary driver many, many years ago and really is not part of the mix anymore? So think about it. Give you a couple minutes on that. I can feel the light wind. It's a gorgeous evening, and we'll walk down a little bit by the bridge as we await this awesome ship to arrive. And I see Roger is on there. How are you? John is on there. And looks like a few of you have already guessed it. And the answer is lumber. That is true. It was a major cargo for Duluth in the late 1800s and early 1900s, but is way less common today, as we all know. Just I wish you could be out here with me, but next best thing is we're sitting out here together on a live stream, and we have the bridge lifting right now. It is action time. Boat friends, we are going to have some fun, and I got to tell you, it feels like I had an energy drink, but I didn't. And if you heard in the background, that was the lift bridge operator is on the intercom telling people to get moving so they can get that bridge up. I'm going to give you one, listen how loud that intercom is. Hopefully you can hear that through there. One last question here. What was Duluth's nickname in the 19th century due to its shipping growth? Look at that car going through. Definitely got some pipes on that. Again, what was Duluth's nickname in the 19th century due to its shipping growth? Give you a couple minutes to think about that one. But the Alpena, such a beautiful, beautiful ship. And you know what? Let me zoom in just a little bit so you can see it as it gets closer here. And I want to thank you so much for joining this evening. And this is a real treat for all of us ship watchers. Just extremely, extremely excited to show this to you. And you can see the ship on its way right now. Let me pass along some details about this ship before it gets right next to us so I don't miss any action. As I mentioned, the Alpena is 519 feet in length, built in 1942. The oldest steamship on the Great Lakes. It was built at Great Lakes Engineering Works, River Rouge, Michigan. Cargo capacity, 14,000 tons, 18 hatches, 5 holds, 1 propeller. And it has that steam turbine engine. The Alpena is carrying powdered cement, and it will be offloading here in just a few moments. A lot of people have come out to check this out. I wanted to be on the South Pier just so that I can give you the lights on the city in the background. And to answer that question of the trivia, the answer What was Duluth's nickname in the 19th century due to its shipping growth? The zenith city of the unsalted seas. So yeah, kind of interesting. But you can see people out here with their cameras. The North Pier is just packed with people over there to see this beautiful ship. And you know what? Let's walk together past the green gate so then we can observe this beautiful ship as it arrives. Just in case we get that steam whistle, I don't want to be blocked by those gates right here. So let's get down the pier a little bit and check it out. Wave to you here with my shadow. Got that stocking cap on, as you can see. I was out on my boat earlier checking some of the boats out. I actually went out towards that Algoma Discovery a little earlier just to check it out. Very, very calm conditions. You can take a look at that moon up there. Look at how that's popping right now. And as I mentioned, I just want to thank you again for joining this evening to see this all-star ship. I think so many people that are Great Lakes ship watchers absolutely love this. And this is one that you can't miss if you're in the Duluth area or wherever you are at to see this. This is a must-see. We don't know how many more years this will be sailing, so we really, really, really have to take time to check this out. And I'm going to do my best here to get the best view of this. And if we get that steam whistle, look, that's icing on the cake. I see Heidi's on here. Vinny, hope you are doing great. Kim, John, I see Sean. Chuck, how are you, my friend? Elizabeth's on there. Carolyn, Marlene there in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. So let's just sit here just for a few moments and watch the action. I've been thinking about it all day. I think a lot of you, when we found out together that the Alpena is going to be arriving in Duluth, how could I miss this live stream for you to check this out? And this is the first time I've actually seen the Alpena in person in the evening. So I'm very curious to see what these lights look like. I have seen pictures and videos, but to be here firsthand to share this with you, we will experience it together. Again, a few people have shown up on the South Pier. I think a majority of the boat watchers are over there on the North Pier. I saw an email earlier today from a boat friend in the Czech Republic, right outside of Prague. Very cool photo that he sent. And again, you're able to see that Algoma Discovery there right outside of the South Pier. And now it's getting closer. This is the moment we all have been waiting for. So how's everybody's Thursday been? One day to the weekend, but I guess we could almost feel like this is the weekend starting a day early to be able to see a treat like this. And we have really been lucky to have the weather here in Duluth that we have had. I mean, today in particular, to be in the 70s in October. Look, I don't care if it's the start of the month, end of the month. If it is 70 degrees, that's a good thing. Boat Nerd, how are you? Great seeing you on here. Nick, I see Angel, Johnny Rocks. Yeah, Johnny Rocks is asking about the Northern Lights, and I can flip it up there. But again, I think that there's just too much light over here on the pier. Plus, there's some overcast as well, so I don't think that we're going to really be able to see that. Keith is in Oregon. How are you, my friend? Saw a boat friend there. Just it goes by so quick. Looks like Nick is there in Canada. And another boat friend sent me a picture of where he was standing today, and he was standing on a beach in Maui. And I'll tell you, it sure looked good to me. It's just really fun communicating with so many people from around the world. Andrea, how are you? Great seeing you in West Central Indiana, she's saying. And boat friends, if you're watching live right now, or if you're watching this after the fact, take a half a second of your time right now if you enjoy the Alpena, the ships, what we got going on here on the Great Lakes, and just being able to document these fun ships. Hit the like button. Simple thing to do. Takes a half a second. But I've mentioned it many times before. It'll allow people that love the ships to find this channel. And you were able to find it some way. And if you hit that like button, I think that it'll spread the word. And also subscribe. A lot of people have been watching this for, over a year that I've been doing this. And they haven't subscribed. Again, it's totally free. Hit subscribe. Come on back, and it'll give you a live update when I'm going to live stream. So I see Jerry's on there. How are you? Carl, very nice to see you on here. Carl is saying, hey, Mike, you will have to come to the Sweet Corn Festival next year in East. Let me see, it went up too quick here. Let me check this out. In East Prairie, Missouri. It is last part of June, so I'm going to have to look into that after. Deb L., how are you, my friend? SC Patriot, great seeing you. Gambler in Chattanooga, Tennessee is checking in right now. And here is this beautiful ship that is right in front of us. Let me get along the wall here so then you're going to be able to see the pilot house, the lights. This is action time now. Look at the beautiful vessel coming in. You see a little bit of the green light that's on there. And notice on the very back side, the stern side, you can see that red and black. That is the beautiful stack that is on this vessel as well. Again, this is a classic Laker. When you think about Great Lakes ships, this is what you call Great Lakes star, without a doubt. Look at the lights on this, my friends. This is really turning out to be cool. This is definitely worth the wait. And if we get that steam whistle, you get the icing out and you spread it on the cake, because that's as good as it gets. Bob, how are you? I see you're there in Huntington, New York. Ed is there in San Antonio, Texas, 86 degrees, checking in here live in Duluth, Minnesota. You can actually see the name right there on the front side of the pilot house. You can see the radar spinning. Look at that, my friends. Look at this. What a thing of beauty. So glad that we get to experience this together. I mean, as I watch this, even though I'm recording this, I'm taking this in. It's just, it's pretty impactful. I mean, it's emotional seeing a beautiful ship like this. Some people say it's the wow. And as our boat friend Elizabeth would say, wowza. Take a look at this. We did get the steam whistle. It's a thing of beauty. I'm going to have to go back myself, even though I recorded this, to watch this, because this is so cool. Take a look at the back side of that pilot house. Let me zoom in just a little bit for you. You can see that radar again spinning. Let me take a moment to go slow to really take in the beauty. See those communication towers blinking on the Duluth hillside, adding to the ambiance. And take a look at that stack. Look at this. This is postcard worthy. This ship right here, I mean, it totally exemplifies when we think about ships, what we want to see. Look at that. I mean, that stack just pops. Look at that. Look how cool this is. Looks like they got some upgraded lights there on the stern side. Looks like some LEDs that are back there. Ship built in 1942 with some LEDs on the back. What do you think of that? Well, let's take a walk now. We don't want to miss anything. I'm going to show you the pivot. And we have 1,000 people that are watching around the world right now. And those that are joining, we're right here in Duluth, Minnesota. You are watching the oldest steamship on the Great Lakes, the Alpena. can see the lights. It's going under the aerial lift bridge. Now I'm going to stick with this just here for a little bit so then we can see the pivot. And look at that beautiful Duluth hillside. Check this out. Let me zoom in just a little bit for you. This is, I'm going to tell you, I think this is my favorite video that I've done so far, just because of the excitement that I have right now watching this with you. And I know I love the ice and the snow and everything, but there's just something about this beautiful ship, the conditions, the steam whistle, everything, and being able to share this with you. Well, boat friends, what do you think? Did that live up to the hype? If it did, if you enjoyed this, make sure you hit the like button before you exit the video. Subscribe. I will be back this weekend. We are going to have some fun. The live streams, as you can tell, we are getting back on track, and we're going to make it happen. Listen, you enjoy your Thursday night. To our friends in Australia, it's already Friday, so they're real close to the weekend. I so appreciate you. We have built the best community on YouTube, without a doubt. All of you have a great night. God bless. And we will see each other very soon. Take care.